So welcome back to JB Reviews. I have my 2023 GMC AT4 here on the right, and I have the all-new 2024 GMC on the left. Now, I gotta tell you guys something. GM is doing something right, because this truck is only $345 difference in price. These are identical builds. The only thing that I think this truck is missing is the tire pressure monitoring for the trailer, which is only like $50 on my window sticker. So special shout out to Jerry Seiner, Buick GMC here in South Jordan, Utah. This truck is sold. However, I'm sure they have a lot more coming in, so be sure to ask for Brody. I will put his number here. Be sure to give him a call. Let's get into it. Now, I'm super happy that I have these trucks side by side in black, because the first thing I want to show you guys is the hood scoop here. Now, here's the hood. I don't think much has changed in the design, but we're going to find out here in a second, so be sure to get a nice view of this hood. Now, let's go ahead and check out the 2023. Nothing has changed on the hood. Now, on the Chevy side of the house, they did make the hood scoop a little bit bigger, but apart from this, it's pretty much the exact same. Now, as far as the headlights go, this has always been one of my favorite front end designs. I think they've done a great job. You have reflective style LED headlights, high and low beam, LED turn signal right there, and LED fog lights. Overall, this bumper styling, everything about this truck is just really nice. Forward facing cameras right there. You have those red tow hooks. Let's check out the overall styling down below for the intercooler. But all in all, this is a really nice style truck. Now, here's the 2024. Overall, the grille has a little bit nicer design to it. You can see the differences there. Now, the camera up front, it does now have a sprayer, and they added an AT4 badge up front to let people know that this is the AT4, although the red tow hooks give it away. Now, you can tell that they really did restyle the lower part of the bumper, and on the sides here it has a nicer accent trim piece there. Really nice overall. The fog lights are slightly different. They're a little bit smaller. You don't even notice them, which is a good thing. And then off to the side, they added the badge, whether it's 25 or 3500. And the headlights are actually now projector style, full LED still, and they do have an accent light now too, so watch this. They do have animations, and that's something that they added for 2024. Now, off to the side, you notice that you don't have that 3500 badge, nor do they give it to you on the side. It just says AT4 HD. There is noticeably more plastic on the side here. So I actually kind of like the 2023 better. Not a big deal though. They did restyle this badge too. It kind of bulges out a little bit more versus this one on this side. Mirrors are exactly the same. No changes were done there. But check this out. Now they have a full blacked out wheel, which I love a lot more so than the machine look with the black accents on it. You still have those power deploy running boards available for both sides. And something that I'm really bummed by is on my truck you have the smart key system for both doors. Sometimes I like to let my kids go in first. I'll unlock the door from here, or I'll lock it from here. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just grabbing this thing on this side, and I don't want to have to walk this further up to do that. That might sound like a lazy bum, but I don't care. I just want to go to this door. On this truck, you can't do that anymore. So now you have to go to the front doors, which is not a big deal, but kind of is. But you're still getting all the blackout around the windows, which is nice. And the bed size, nothing has changed back here. You have those oval leaf springs, 5 leaves in the main pack. Same thing on this side. And check out the tail lights on my truck. And then check out the ones on the AT4. So they did restyle these. Now, you don't see these on the Denali's. So they do give you a nicer design for the AT4s. and it has a really nice accent to it too. Love what they did. It really does dress up the rear so much more. And apart from that, there aren't any other updates on these trucks. Like as far as the tailgates go, they still come with these tailgates on both sides. And yeah, 342 rears. Now let's go ahead and pop the hoods because I'm sure you guys would like to see the performance upgrades on this truck. Now as far as looking under the hood, nothing is different between these two trucks besides mine is a little bit dirtier. But they're pretty much the exact same under the hood. The things that they changed you can't see. They changed the turbo and the combustion. So this truck now has 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque compared to my truck at 445, 910. So torque does come on a lot lower and you can really feel it in the lower speeds, which is nice. And as I mentioned, they both still have 342 gears, so that is definitely something that you want when you think about like towing a trailer, especially going up steep grades. Alrighty, so here is the door card for the 2023. All in all, very basic, very plain, and I'm glad that GM updated this. Here's some of the controls. I'm going to try to take this piece by piece. So here's the controls on the side. Again, this is a nice interior. It's just very bland. Like they didn't put any effort into this interior at all. So let's go ahead and check out the door card on the side on the 2024. If GM added this interior for 2020, I don't think they would have ever refreshed this truck at this point. So they are still using some of the same controls here, but they really did restyle this. It looks so much better. Love the black accents. The door card just looks so much cleaner. And just note the speaker grill on this side. Now, on this side of the house, yeah, very bland. It's just not nice. Like they didn't do a good job at all with this truck. Now it gets better. Like check out how they designed this. Like even the accent trim piece there, all of it looks so much nicer, cleaner. And all in all, this is still pretty much the exact same on both sides. The seat controls are a little bit different on this side. And then here's the seats. Pretty much the exact same thing. Steering wheel, exact same thing. Because these things didn't really matter. Now what they did change was the dash. See a little bit better there. They added some piping and stitching. The way that they added the air vents. This is now a digital cluster, and now they have a more futuristic looking 13.4 inch display. The push button start, how they laid out these buttons here. This is a little bit nicer, and then this is pretty much a carryover, but let's go ahead and take a look at everything on that side. I did take out my carpet inserts here, but there's still storage right there in the center. Here are the seat controls. You can see that they restyled the buttons a little bit more. But the seats are pretty much the exact same, except mine are just a little bit more dirtier. I live in this truck. I work in this truck, more or less. And check out your cluster. Still nice. Has a nice accent to it. But this is where, you know, again, I think GM really dropped the ball. Like this wasn't much different from the 2018, 2019 trucks, personally. And you can just see everything just looks basic. It just doesn't look nice. It doesn't have a nice appearance to it. And if I were to start this up, like this screen here, it just looks so old. And so that's why I think GM really dropped the ball on this truck here. Now, one thing I want you guys to note is the push button start. Now, they do have some storage here. Your charger for your phone is right there. You have some USBs, power plug, and then you have this power plug here. Trailer brake. Just remember all this stuff because I'm going to show you guys all this on the other side. Here's the center console. There's more USBs inside here, storage. Sorry, my stuff is just more junkier. And then there's cup holders. And also note up top, the dash. I didn't show that to you guys earlier, but here you go. Not bad, a little bit of storage above, but just everything's just a lot more just bland. It's just not that nice of interior when you consider the competition. There's something about getting inside of this truck that's just so much more appealing. Now, as you guys saw the dash, let's go ahead and start it up. Even the animations that they give you, I mean, it's just so nice. Now, push button start. It's in an easier place to spot. I always scratch the plastic on this side of my nails, although I don't have that many nails. There you go. But yeah, look at the storage here, the little chrome accent right there. Everything just looks nice. Trailer brake, USBs. Your wireless charger is in a better spot. 2 more USBs, and the power plug is now in here. I don't know how I feel about it there. I still kind of liked it out, but that's just me. But even on this side, like soft touch, and my truck is all hard plastic. You have this nice accent piece with stitching and piping. And they do finish this with the Velcro. I have noticed, I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't open. You have to almost kind of pull it to the side like that for it to open. But yeah, I have this in my truck, and all of this is pretty much still the same too. They still give you a black roof on both sides. And check this out. This is just slightly nicer too. Now out back, the interiors are pretty much the exact same. They do provide this little trim piece right there. Accent around the speaker grills out back, which is a nice touch. Here's some of the controls. Nothing really changes between the trucks, except they just added more trim pieces. I still have the exact same storage. Seat back pockets. I'm not gonna pull this plastic off because this is someone's truck, so sorry guys. When another one comes in, I'll do another video. But on my side of the house, my kid's drunk. Actually, it is a little bit different. I lied to you guys. It's a little bit different from my truck. And again, I just have storage that's all filled up. But there's just not much differences. Like, you still have the seat back storages on both sides. You can drop these down. LED lights on both sides. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than the interior just looks so much better. Let's look at the center here. Yeah, this is a little bit more restyled. You can really see a difference now. Even the accent around the cup holders up there, even on the doors, it's just so much nicer. Hopefully you guys can see that. But yeah, it is different. Just a little bit nicer, a little bit more upscale. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the payload, because the only negative about the 2024 is you do lose a little bit of payload. Alrighty, so here are the numbers. I'm just gonna show you this sticker. The axle up front is 5,600 pounds. So everything here is the same except for the gross combined weight rating at 30,000. And then the axle, just remember that number. 20,000 conventional towing, and then 21,600 for gooseneck and fifth wheel. Alright, and then here's the payload. 3,662 pounds. And my truck, same axle, same gross vehicle weight rating. Gross combined is 29,700, so it went up 300 pounds. But you see the payload? Payload went down 120 pounds. Now, like I said, these trucks are pretty identical in terms of the options, so there shouldn't be much of anything different. But that new interior is going to be heavier. That's the only thing that I can think about. So you do lose a little bit of payload. You gain a little bit of weight because of that. But I hope you guys liked the video. Special shout out to Jerry Seiner, Buick GMC here in South Jordan, Utah. If you are in the market, be sure to give these guys a look up. Let them know you saw the video. See you guys soon.